Hi, my name is Annabelle, and I'm going to be telling you about my great-great-grandmother, Mary Adeline Doyle Harrington. Mary was born just a few miles south of here, in Peoria, on July 9, 1901. Her parents were Joseph and Lily Doyle, both Clay County natives. Their family home still stands along Peoria Road. Mary's middle name, Adeline, came from her maternal grandmother, Adeline Silcox. Mary was the second of 7 children. She had an older brother, Vance, and 4 younger brothers, Jake, Stanley, Nelson, and George. She also had a younger sister, Alice, who died at the age of 1. The Peoria area in the early 1900s was very rural. The family earned a living through farming and timber. Everyone worked, and Mary did most of the cooking for the family. As a young woman, Mary loved to dance. From her home, she would follow the railroad tracks to Orange Park to attend dances at the pavilion, located at the east of Kingsley Avenue, near the end of Steamboat Pier, a distance of about 6 miles. She would then dance the night away. When the dance was over, she would follow the railroad tracks back home, sometimes arriving in the early morning hours, just in time to start the new day by cooking breakfast for the family. In the late 1910s, Mary met Alan Harrington. Alan was born in Waukesha, Wisconsin in 1898. He moved with his parents to Orange Park when he was in his teens. He and his parents lived along Doctors Lake south of Orange Park in the days before Doctors Lake Drive existed. Alan loved cars and mechanical work. He met the Doyle boys and became friends with them over their mutual love of cars. It was through his connection with the Doyle brothers that he became friends with Mary and fell in love. Mary and Alan were married on June 6, 1924. They established their home in a 2-story house located at the northeast corner of Kingsley Avenue, in the Railroad Avenue just east of Railroad and Orange Park. The house featured a large wraparound porch on 2 sides. There were a great arbor and smokehouse, and the shed in the backyard, along with several large pecan trees. Alan built an automotive repair garage on the Railroad Avenue behind their home and ran a successful business there, repairing cars for just about everyone in Orange Park. Mary and Alan welcomed a son, Earl, in 1926, and a daughter, Carol, my great-grandmother, in 1933. Some times were difficult, and families had to work hard to make ends meet. As work was a consistent in their lives. In addition to operating the garage, Mary and Alan took boarders, providing them with rooms and meals. They met a variety of people and made new friends. While Alan ran the garage, Mary ran the household. She cooked for everyone. There were no small meals. No one ever went hungry. Mary spent a good portion of her life taking care of others. She had no formal medical training, but she knew many home remedies, which she used to treat her family and many residents of Orange Park. Mary also operated a tea room for a while in the early 1940s. It was located across Kingsley Avenue from her house and adjacent to a small grocery store there. She was partners with Mrs. O'Kelly. Mrs. O'Kelly focused on the decor, and Mary handled the cooking and other operations. Busloads of soldiers from Camp Landing would stop in on their way to Jacksonville and order meals. In addition to repairing cars, Allen loved to build race cars. He built and raced race cars for many years. He was eventually inducted into the Jacks Speedway's Hall of Fame. He also served in the community at various times as a deputy sheriff, constable, and fire marshal. Mary worked her whole life, both inside and outside of the home. Later in life, she continued to serve and care for the community as the cafeteria manager for Orange Park Elementary School, feeding hundreds of children each day. Mary and Allen had 4 grandchildren and loved them dearly. They would keep them often and spoiled them at every opportunity. With the advent of television, Mary would often watch wrestling with her grandchildren on Saturday morning. Who doesn't love wrestling? I personally love wrestling. Although the real attraction for her was watching her grandchildren. Allen passed away in August 1962 at the age of 64. Mary remained in her